When we built the barn, we built it with the idea that producers could come visit and see different options in a flush system. And so we started out with 4 different scenarios, and we have found that 3 work better than the 4th one that we had available. All of our flush system is set up on a manual situation. We discussed putting on automatic flush timers, but because of the number of people visiting and things, we didn't want somebody to get caught while they were in the barn and suddenly the barn starts flushing. So we decide when we flush the barn. Typically, we'll do it at each milking session and then once or twice throughout the day to try and keep the barn as clean as we can. Very effective way of keeping the barn clean. And obviously the nice thing about it is we don't have to take the cows out to clean it. They can stay in there while it's being cleaned. This is a commercial type Ag Pro flush valve. It's a manual valve. Simply pulling the lever back will flush the alleys. The second option we had for a flush system, called a buried pipe. I think it was a university design. Has been a great flush system to use. Simply a 12-inch pipe with holes cut in it with ports. The nice thing about this system is you don't get the fan out of the water in the alley. You get an even layer of water across the width of the alley. So typically this is a very effective flushing method. I'll roll it open real quick. Very effective flush system for the free stalls, especially in the narrow alley situations, and one of the cheaper systems to use. On around the corner here, we have another, it's an Ag Pro, it's a pop-up, it's a pneumatic valve. The nice thing about this is it recesses into the concrete so you don't hit it with a skid loader or trip over it or anything like that. So just simply by releasing the air, the valve will pop up and the flushing occurs at that point. When you introduce air back to it, it seals itself back down and shuts off.